Hello everybody. I'm excited to bring you this video today. This topic is something that I've had many people ask me about and request that I talk about it a little bit more. And so the subject today is clairvoyance. Now, what is clairvoyance? Clairvoyance is considered clear seeing. That's what the words actually mean, clear seeing. And what happens with this psychic gift, this extra sensory gift, is that a person can see beyond what the normal senses will allow to come in. So what I'm saying is you can see beyond what your physical eyes can see. You can see into possibly, these are some examples, you can see into the future. You may be able to see into the past. You may be able to see a bit across the veil, so to speak, into the non-tangible areas. So spiritually, clairvoyance, is a very mystical and magical concept and a very real concept, because you're speaking to one right now, and so many of my friends are as well. So clairvoyance, it is such an amazing thing to be able to tap into these unseen realms or connect with an unseen, a loved one across the veil, those kinds of things. And I know for many of you, this concept is one of those that's out there, may be considered, a bit woo-woo, as they say. But again, I always want you guys to see me for who I am. I'm always going to tell you the truth. Most of my stories are just true stories. And I only ask that you expand your mind. Just expand your mind. This may or may not resonate, and that is totally, totally okay, because I know many of my other videos will. So clairvoyance. I want to tell you a few true stories about some of the things that I've seen and that I continue to see. I am a visual artist, as most of you know, and so I have a very, very vivid and colorful imagination already. But when my spiritual awakening began and my pineal gland, which your third eye is represented here, but there's a little gland in the back of the brain called the pineal gland. When this gland begins to activate, many times clairvoyance and other psychic gifts can develop and turn on and switch on. So when I was first awakening, I started to see so many things that I had not seen before. And one of those things was I started to see auras, physical auras around people, around living things like trees and plants. Sometimes just certain objects, I can see an energy perimeter around that object. So I started to see auras. And that's just one thing that I started to see let me know that, okay, some real things are happening here. Something magical is beginning to happen and change within you. And man, did I ever start to just dive in and learn everything that I possibly could. And I still do that today. So I want to tell you what happened this morning. I had a rather clairvoyant experience. And I have a couple I'm going to tell you about. But this one was really, really beautiful because lately, I have felt a lot of Arcturian energy in the field, in the collective, and just a presence here on the planet. I have felt that. And me being very connected to the Arcturians, I know it and I sense it. So I was waking up this morning, and remember, when you're just falling asleep or you're just waking up, your brain is in the perfect state that's perfect deep state to see beyond the veil and to have some extraordinary and phenomenal experiences. So I was just waking up, and a lot of mornings I'll hold my hand up as the sunlight is just coming through the window, and I like to look at my aura around my hand. I like to see what colors are showing up for a particular day. And when I looked at my hand this morning, this is what I saw, and I'm awake, by the way, this is not a dream. I saw my 4 fingers and my thumb, but all of my fingers were about 2 inches longer than usual. My hand was very elongated and slim, and my arm was as well. And the overall color was blue. And what I was seeing was my Arcturian hand on the left side. I knew immediately, because when I'm seeing something or experiencing something like this, I will get these energetic surges as confirmation. This energy just begins to rush through my system. And so as I was looking at my hand, it was absolutely beautiful. It was so delicate and yet so powerful at the same time. But that's the first time I had seen that, and that's that clairvoyant ability and that gift of sight coming through, to see something that's not exactly tangible in the 3D here on planet Earth. So I wanted to tell you guys about that because it's on my mind, and it really started my day out in a beautiful way. And I want to tell you another example of something that I saw not too terribly long ago. I was working on some Lyran, which is another star system, the Lyran star system, Lyran star seeds. I am definitely very connected to the Lyran system as well. And so I was working on a piece of art, and I knew that the codes that were coming in were very much Lyran codes. And I looked at my right hand as I was drawing, and I am telling you that my arm, and again, this is middle of the day, I'm wide awake, my arm was the arm or leg of a giant cat, like a lion, like a lion's arm, leg, paw. The paw, I could see the paw, massive paw, fur I could see. I could see scars like from fighting, like the big cats do. But I could see these things, and it was absolutely phenomenal. And so when you have some of these visions and you see some of these things, many times people will chalk it up to imagination. And the thing is, it's not always your imagination. Sometimes our imagination can really take us places, but trust what you're getting. What you pay attention to when you're seeing something like this, pay attention to how you feel. Not just what you're seeing, but how are you feeling? Because usually your body energetically will give you these cues and these signs that, hey, this is for real. Pay attention to this. This is the universe. This is spirit working with you through that pineal gland, through that third eye, through the clairvoyant ability to see some various things. So I had this on my mind today, and there are so many stories that I could tell you about clairvoyance, and I will tell you. Please let me know if you'd like to hear more. I try to mix this type of video in with other videos that are a little bit more for everyone, because a lot of these about the psychic abilities are not for everyone, and that's okay. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to hear more, and I'll also do another video very soon on how to work on activating that inner vision, that clear seeing, that clear sight, that beautiful, beautiful, mystical side of things that you can see. So that's all I've got for you right now. I actually have my engine turned off and I have sweat rolling into my eyes because it's so hot here. So anyway, love you guys so much. Let me know what you think about clairvoyance or what you'd like to learn. And I'll see you on my next video.